some baby, yeah.
Hey guys, it's your boy Malik on Fleet 3.0, back at it again with another motherfucking video, and I'm back at it again with another, Spider-Man ship. Bro, I'm gonna explain why I don't actually fuck with Mary Jane and Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Like, I don't really care for it. And I was talking to my friend Xavier, the one that you see I be playing Fortnite with, sometimes COD, sometimes UFC. And I was figuring out why can I not really stand Mary Jane? Like, I don't really fuck with her heavy, bro. Then I really thought about it, and I was like, the Sam Raimi films, bro. That's literally the reason. That's literally the reason I don't like this bitch, bro. Like, Mary Jane is a character in video games and the comics. She is actually not that bad at all. Like, yeah, sometimes, she has her moments, but that's every character in any genre, right? They have their moments that you just like, what the fuck is wrong with this person, bro? Like, I don't fuck with them. Their decisions, I don't fuck with them. But it doesn't take a lot for me. I mean, it kind of does take a lot for me to hate a character, because, like, I hate Superman, and I can make a whole video about that. And it takes a lot, and I have a good reason not to like him. And I was like, why don't I like Mary Jane, dog? Like, why don't I? Because when I think about Spider-Man or Peter Parker getting in a relationship with somebody, I think of Silk. I think of fucking Black Cat. Literally the best out of the three. Like, to be honest, like, Silk and Black Cat were far more interesting to me than Mary Jane. Oh, matter of fact, and Gwen Stacy. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot about her. Gwen Stacy, bro. Like, all those relationships, I'm like, I actually fuck with it heavy. But then there's Mary Jane, and I'm just like,
can you get off my fucking screen? Like, why are you with Spider-Man? Why are you with Peter Parker, bro? Like, you're not relevant.
Like, bro, that shit blows me. And I understand, like, yeah, she's the technical perfect match for Peter Parker, but let's be real, bro. If Gwen Stacy never died, Mary Jane would not be in this picture whatsoever. I'm pretty sure somebody, like, I think I was going through TikTok or something, and somebody was mentioning this, and because there was a picture of Peter Parker with Mary Jane laying in the bed, and there's Gwen Stacy in another panel. Like, this is somebody fan made this up, and it was like, what would happen if Gwen Stacy never died? There was like it, and it was canon that when Scarlet Witch took all the mutant powers and changed up all reality, and Peter Parker is basically in the Tsukuyomi practically. Peter Parker's perfect life to him is him and Gwen Stacy, bro. Mary Jane is nowhere in that picture, bro. Ain't that crazy, bro? Even other people acknowledge that his relationship with Mary Jane literally happened by chance. I mean, that's all relationships. Like, something push you into getting with that person. But, like, nah, bro. I mentioned this in the other videos. I was like, Black Cat and Silk, they were actually good, to me, good matches for Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Right? Silk and Peter, they had this basically the king and queen, because they got bitten by the same spider, which makes them, like, have this urge to have sex with each other. Like, they can't keep their hands off each other. And because of that, they can't really make a great foundation to the relationship, because all they can do is think sexually, right? And, like, they could have built that up, really get into the relationship. Black Cat, she's fine as fuck. They could have built that in there. He could have actually had a good life with her, honestly. And then I said, no matter how good these relationships go, everything will go right the fuck back to the status quo. Bars, by the way. Like, no matter how good the relationship Peter Parker or Spider-Man is in with somebody else that's not Mary Jane, they have to cut it so he could go back to Mary Jane, bro. That's how it fucking works. The amount of times fucking Mary Jane and Peter Parker broke up is astounding. And I'm pretty sure it happened multiple times around the comics, bro. In any iteration. Like in the Ultimate Comics, Peter Parker and fucking Mary Jane broke up. Even though Mary Jane said she still loved him, he ended up dating Kitty Pryde. They broke up like twice, I'm pretty sure. Mary Jane and Peter, I'm pretty sure they broke up twice. Yeah. And he ended up going with Kitty Pryde, which that was an interesting relationship to me. That shit caught me off guard when I read that shit. Yeah, and I'm just like, the Sam Raimi films really killed her for me. Because maybe when I was a kid, like I didn't really care, right? I didn't care about Mary Jane like that. But as I get older and I look back in the films and I'm just like, this woman was a fucking bitch, bro. Like, what? Why is she here? Like, why is she here, dog? Take her the fuck away, bro. Like, she has no business being in the film. It's all about me with Mary Jane, bro. She's literally matter of fact, ooh, you know how everybody be getting on Iris West about that We Are the Flash shit that she pulled? Because I don't watch the Flash, but I see this on TikTok. They be ripping into her about that shit. And I'm like, Sam Raimi's Mary Jane practically pulled that shit before because she didn't fuck with Peter having more fucking fame than her, bro. When you really think about it, she did not fuck with that shit at all, bro. She did not like that. I could not stand her, bro. I could not stand Mary Jane in this Sam Raimi film. And because of that, because I remember somebody used to talk about, like, sometimes when the movie's out, it will change somebody's perspective, and like they never read the comics and they only see the movie version. When they go into the comics, they be like, they already had this prescribed hate for this person already, right? And I'm like, I read Mary Jane in the comics before the Sam Raimi films, actually. No. Did I get in the comics? No. I probably watched Spider-Man. Yeah, I watched Spider-Man as a kid before I got into the comics. So, yeah. But back then, I didn't, like, understand what was going on. I understood what was going on with the Spider-Man mythos, but I didn't understand what was going on with Mary Jane. Like, I just did not care for her existence even then. So, yeah, in the comics, she's not that bad. Like, I kind of fuck with her, right? Not all the way, because like I said, there's other couples, like there's other relationships that Spider-Man could get into. Like, even when I said the Ultimate Spider-Man, not the comic, the actual fucking show, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that episode right after this fucking video, bro. That him and White Tiger seems so much better to get together. So much better to get together than him and Mary Jane. But no, the fucking status quo made him go back to Mary Jane. Bro, Stanley even said that I don't know, because somebody said this, so I'm reading off of what they said. They said that Stanley thought it was a mistake to kill off Gwen Stacy because he said, in reality, if he did keep Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane and Peter Parker would not be a thing. They would have probably dated at some point, but Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker would have been more of a thing. Like, that relationship would have been more apart than Mary Jane and Peter Parker, bro. Yo, somebody really, like, even Arthur, he did not like Peter Parker and Mary Jane so bad to be together. He hated them being together, that he made that fucking comic that had the devil take away their marriage so he would not be with Mary Jane, bro. I mean, you didn't have to go through that lengths. To be honest, like, that was kind of crazy, because at that point they're happy, and I'm not mad at it. My favorite character is happy, bro. That's not my problem, right? Like, don't fuck with it. But that proves that some people don't think that Mary Jane and Peter Parker should be a thing. Why do you think Black Cat came into the picture? She probably would have just been a bargain bin villain, but no, somebody decided, like, yo, let me show other people that a relationship without Mary Jane would be so much cooler. Black Cat, boom, with Peter Parker. Clean. Oh, somebody said, let's put Cindy Moon, Silk, in here. Somebody who's very sexually attracted to Peter. Boom. look at that. Everybody's like, wow, that's crazy. But then we had to go back to Mary Jane eventually because that's the status quo. I don't fuck with that at all. I might be the only one. I might be the only one. I might be talking out of my ass saying, I don't like Mary Jane because there's better people out there. Look, you don't get to choose love. Love choose you. That's how it works. But like, it's like in anime, bro. Like when there's way better chicks in there, but the main character will go back to that same one, and you're just like, but why? But why? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's literally Spider-Man and Mary Jane is the equivalent of the main character doing that shit. But that's all for me. Leak on Fleet 3.0 out, bro.